Hello, welcome to Map to Love with Katherine Nichole. This is going to be a timeless pick a card. The shadows and hidden desires of your lover. So what are they thinking about? What's going on? What shadows lie beneath what you already know? Let's find out. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest behind. Whatever pile you're drawn to has the messages for you today. If you're drawn to more than one pile, that's perfectly fine. That means there's just more messages for you about this person that you're thinking of, or perhaps you're thinking of two different people. Oh, I want this one this way. Okay, so the pile number 1 is the crystal star. Pile number 2 is the crystal wand. Clear crystal wand, and then they're all clear in case, I don't know, for some reason you're not looking at it, and then an icicle. So the star, the wand, or the icicle. If you need more time, please pause, and we're just going to get started. I have a deep trance meditation music in the background by Meditation Cloud. Okay, you guys, let's see here. Pile number 1, if you pick this beautiful quartz crystal star, you are the star. Okay, let's see what cards come out for you. What's going on? Hidden desires and shadows of whomever you're thinking of. We have the High Priestess of Fire. That's a lot of creative, sensual, sexual, deeply spiritual experiences. I feel that they really know how to connect to their sensuality, the tantric journey, Kundalini, awakening. They're awakened, and they can connect with you in their meditations and in their dreams in a very, very sensual and sexual way. And it's an art that they have mastered. And also what I'm getting is they want change with this. Like, they want to experience more in the physical. They want to taste and touch and feel and hear, and just every sense is, on heightened. It's pretty incredible. A lot of creative energy. So they also think of all the creative projects that they can do, and they have all these different ideas. There's like so much going on. But very attractive person, a very magnetic person. It's like, and they're really wanting to express that part of them. Wishing. So at a wishing well, they're wishing for the change. They're wishing to end cycles. 9 + 1 is 10, to end karmic cycles. Wishing for their dreams to come true. Here's that portal to new life, right? And they're just wishing, not looking, right? But as soon as they look up, they're going to see it. That's what I feel. I feel that's a portal, and they're just kind of reminiscing, thinking about the past, wishing that things were different right here in this moment in time, because they want the new beginnings. Look at, wow, this is really cool, you guys. This person, what they desire, their deepest soul desire, is to step out of any self-imposed limitations and just be themselves. You see all this creative energy, this passion, this fire, this just on fire for spirituality and on fire for experiencing life. And that's all being birthed, like heart awakening. They're having a heart awakening, cracking open, like all this fire that burns within their soul is coming out into the material world, really coming into themselves, wanting these new beginnings, sort of like in a trance, like the music, like kind of like in a trance right now, like almost like, wow, is this really happening? Like, this is crazy. I'm changing and I can feel things happening in my body. And oh my God, it's like, whoa, it's really powerful. Whatever, and they have a really high sex drive. I mean, really high. But I feel centered in it. I don't feel like they're crazy. If they were crazy before and in and out and all over the place, they're finding that balance. They're paying attention to the way that they think about things and they handle things. When I felt that reminiscing in the well, the wishing well, thinking about the past, how they handle things and how they can do things differently now. Waking up to the fact that they're the ones that kept themselves trapped and held back, and as well as others around them. Like they're really coming into this really grand awakening. But there is a lot of passion and creative energy that's just like almost a coming out of them. And then we get death. Well, that's interesting. That makes sense though. Letting the old die. It's a process. It's like kind of like when you're in that process and like you're letting go and like all this fire and passion and spiritual energy is moving, this creative energy is moving through you. And then it's almost like you're kind of in a daze. Like you kind of have to take a rest. Like, whoa, what's happening right now? And just like going through the process, right? Yeah, look, wow. I feel like this person, their hidden desires, what they think about at night, what they think about when they're alone, the shadows that lurk within is just, I want a different life. And I'm just really tired. I'm really tired, but at the same time, feeling peace and contentment, just letting themselves be and expand and grow and see the truth. That they've built a lot around them. They've experienced a lot in the regards to the material world, material possessions, but they really want more. There's so much more. Also feeling at peace with, wow, I let go of all that. I let go of the old ways, and now I get to be this version of myself, and I get to walk the path of the Fool. New, fresh beginnings, innocence, nurturing the inner child, healing with the snake, letting go of the past, only taking what is necessary, the wisdom gained, very little, taking that leap of faith into this next part. Do you see what a beautiful transition, lighting that fire. They have a hunger for spirituality and growing and learning things that are, out of the box and not ordinary to most people, or at least the people around them. And they really have been feeling stuck for quite some time. It's beautiful. Like it might be nice. Like they might have a nice house, nice cars, that type of thing. But what they truly, truly desire within themselves, what they truly, truly want is the connection with the higher part of them. And they found it. They found what they were looking for. They're getting what they wished for. This portal to new life is open in just a whole new person, shedding old skin and being rebuilt new. Letting go is so rewarding, but like just resting and looking forward to the future of this brand new beginning, this brand new journey, this brand new book that they're going to write. Like it's, wow. Let's see if I can move it a little bit. So you see that transition there to the path of the Fool, death and the rebirth. Wow. See, rebirth, new beginnings, goes from the 10 to the 1. To the 0. And it's all about the blessed changes that are happening right now. And they're finally seeing things as a blessing versus a curse or something to hold them back. And while they appreciate how far they've come and they appreciate the life they've had so far, they want something completely new. They want to be with someone that lights their fire and wants to explore the darker side, the shadow aspects, the deep desires that lie within both of them and share them sensually and sexually. That's what this person really wants, the whole full experience. They've had bits and pieces of it their whole life. They've had a little bit of this from this person, a little bit of that from the other person, but they've never experienced the real deal, everything. And that's what they want. They're ready. They want the intensity. They want the passion. They want the connection, the deep bond, just communicating telepathically, and two bodies merging into one energy. It's pretty incredible. Wow. Let's see more about the shadows here that we have. Let's just get them all out. 3 of Wands. 5 of Wands. See all that spiritual energy, all that passion, all that fire. 3 of Swords. Wow. And the Chariot. Okay, let me just see what I'm getting out of this here. Okay, yeah. They craved that passion and, you know, that good feeling, like you just get that beautiful surge of creative energy and you expand and it just feels incredible. Very orgasmic feeling that you can get naturally when you're connected with spirit. Well, they didn't know how to do that. That's why they've been stuck where they're at for so long. They didn't know how to connect to the higher part of them. So the way that they connected with that energy in a lower vibrational, distorted way was to be in the midst, in the thick of drama and fighting and competition and battling third-party situations. I'm going to be the winner. You're not better than me. And just taking and allowing people to take and being heartbroken but ignoring it and just keep putting themselves through these experiences and these unions that are just toxic, and it just really, really, really dramatic and bothersome, and so couldn't move forward. It was like dead in their tracks. Like, that's what I felt, stuck. Like they just, it's like, oh my God, I can't get myself out of this. It's almost like an addiction. To be addicted to the drama, to be addicted to the BS, to be addicted to the competition, always wanting to one them up, or however they say that, acting like, a macho man or a my shit don't stink woman, you know what I mean? Just that kind of feeling, and just being in the thick of it, in the chaos. It's chaotic and hurtful, and they've hurt others, and others hurt them, and it was just this continuing round and round process of going nowhere. Like nowhere, no balance, completely unbalanced. So the shadows that they've been dealing with, that they've been transforming, and that they've been praying about are some pretty intense shadows. That's what they're laying to rest. So yes, rightfully, they have become the Empress. They have become the Emperor. When you don't become the Emperor, Empress by not experiencing some contrast and challenges. So that's what's changing. Instead of feeding off that energy from these toxic situations, third-party situations, addictions, codependencies, all of this crazy energy and being at a standstill, they're finally connecting to the higher part of them, realizing, rising up to divine sacred status, and ready to take that leap of faith and actually move forward now. So they're ending some pretty major karmic cycles in their life. And then we have, look at that, the deep, dark sea mermaid finds solutions in unknown places in the darkness. Yeah, I'm telling you guys, they have found the beauty and the light in the dark. They have found their creativity in the deepest, darkest places of their soul. Mermaids are very sensual. They're connecting to the very deep sensual side and wanting that to shine, to express themselves in this way with a sacred lover. They're learning the lessons by diving deep into the shadows, into the darkness, and they are not afraid. Look at that. Wow. the call of the night, daring, adventure, excitement. Yeah, another 7, and it's 2 16s. So I don't know if 16 means something to someone, but that's significant here, and it's 7s. So they're ready. They're ready to explore their spirituality, explore the night, explore the magic, explore other dimensions, explore the spiritual world, take this leap of faith and just freaking go for it. They're so on fire for life. They're so excited for this new life. They have companions with them. They're psychic, they're intuitive, they're tapped in and turned on to the divine feminine moon energy, just really facing their fear. They have no fear anymore of all this energy. They're facing it. They're like, oh no, I got this. My ego got nothing on me. I'm good. Because the fire in my soul burns so bright to live out my destiny, and just they want to, like I felt earlier, they just want to taste the deliciousness that this life has to offer. Yes, and all the beauty. They see everything is so beautiful now. It's like waking up from a long-term illusion of cloudiness, somewhat like a nightmare, always going around to the same old thing, the highs, the lows, and finally coming out of that energy and seeing how beautiful life really is. This is that portal into new life, and it's beautiful. Their creativity is just soaring. They could be an artist or express themselves artistically in some very unique way. Something about this flower and the way the butterfly is, it almost looks like lips and like a nose and like eyes. Maybe that was intended. Look, lips, nose, and like the eyes. It's beautiful. And he sees the beauty. See, and I felt the divine feminine moon, and we have the very gorgeous, amazing, high priestess of fire over there, which is like the Queen of Wands. So it's seeing the beauty in the feminine, seeing the beauty in the sensuality, clearing up those shadows, the shameful feelings that you are beautiful just the way you are. So they're seeing the beauty in themselves finally, finding peace and balance within themselves. And then it's shifting their perception in such a way that life is just magical. It's really birthing into this just whole new world. It's beautiful and magical. They're finding balance. They're ready to take this leap of faith. They're so excited about it. And they're so ready for new beginnings. And they just have this hunger and thirst for more. Well, that was fun. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to clean it up. And we're going to go to the next pile here. Please reach out to me if you would like a personal, I'm just going to leave that, personal reading or healing. Okay. So if you pick pile number 2, the wand, okay, I had a lot of fun with pile number 1. Let's see what's going on with number 2. What are their deepest, darkest shadows and hidden desires? What do they think about? What's going on? What's transforming within them? What do they want? Hope. They want more peaceful times. Relaxing times, tranquil times. They have hope. They have hope in their dreams. Connecting to the moon. Feeling that energy, that release. Being hopeful for new beginnings, for things to change. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, because they're summoning their inner power. Ooh, they have gifts that are being activated right now that nobody else knows about. They are tapping into the magic of the buildup of what they know over lifetimes and lifetimes, like witches, wizards, mystics, just all of this energy from past lives, all of this energy from infinite intelligence, from all that is being activated. They're leveling up in a really powerful way, and they're truly, focused on what they're manifesting. They're summoning the power of the universe to work magic in their life. 13 is the representative of death, and then in rebirth, a lucky time for a rebirth of stability. That's why they're feeling so hopeful and so good, because now they're truly are connected to the higher part of them. And look at that. And then we get the high priestess of air. Yeah, that's a lot of clarity, a lot of truth, spiritual evolution, mind shift, like shift in perception, belief systems being cleared up, programs being released that are no longer serving them. It's a powerful awakening. But I feel like this person is already a spiritual person. They were already connected. So this is a higher level activation. And it feels like it's the way that I'm feeling it, the way that they're trying to describe it to me, is it's like an awakening in their head space. Like, not their heart as much. I feel like they were already there, like, because they're very focused, like centered heart. It's like some kind of grand awakening, like third eye, like gifts being realized, perhaps mediumship, being able to connect easier with spirit and with the other side, just knowing things, psychic, being able to predict things. Like this person, they're highly intelligent and very logical with their gifts. So they're being very logical. They're being quiet about it right now, I feel like they're just being quiet just to kind of get a feel for it, get a handle on it, stepping into their power. So what the world doesn't know is how gifted they really are. And they have a gift of communication as well. Being able to communicate things, concepts that are very difficult for people to communicate, very difficult for people to understand. And they're going to be able to cut through all of that and express things in such a way that everybody will understand. This person is going to be a blessing to the world. They are a blessing to the world. Their gifts are a blessing to the world. And for surely to you. And they're very honest and truthful, though. And sometimes other people can't handle that. That's why they don't always say things out loud, because, I'm the same way. It's all this truth comes from the universe, right? This is all this truth coming in from the universe, from God, from source. And it just fills us. And sometimes it's best to not say anything at all, because the other person may not be able to handle what the truth actually is. So if you're going to ask this person for advice or to be quote unquote honest with you, be prepared, because they will. But it's wonderful because it always comes from a heart-centered place. They mean well, and they're trusting their guidance. Like they're being guided. Whatever comes out of their mouth is guided by God. So we have the Lovers, which is shadows and light, making a decision. Choices in love. They like the innocence and the vulnerability of the feminine energy. And they also like the vixen, out there, step out of the box energy. So they're working to merge both energies together. Have tendencies to get caught up in the illusions of the ego and the material world and the grass is greener. They have those tendencies, or they did in the past. But what I feel is happening is they're shifting more to the light and finding the balance. Like, yeah, this is okay, but let's let it be with one person as a whole versus a bunch of different people. Finding the balance to make a decision. Oh my God. Finding the balance to make a decision. Yeah, here it is. Justice. Bringing the scales into balance. And look at that. That's the high priestess of air. And then look at this beautiful goddess holding this sword of truth, this clarity, speaking by truth, cutting through illusions, finding the balance. Yeah, this person has found or is finding the balance with all the energies within them and with their connection with the universe and their, the role here in the material world. Justice, they may dream of doing something in the court system. Maybe that's something they do, or they've always wanted to do, or they want to go to court and they've always wanted to take care of something in particular, and they're going to finally do it and make the decision to do it and end certain cycles to bring things into balance. But something about the justice system and a truth that needs to be spoken or is going to be spoken that will help end what needs to end to move forward for new beginnings. That's what I'm feeling. Six of Pentacles, what you may not know about this person, a very deep, heartfelt desire of those is to give. They're very generous. They want to give. And they also are learning how to receive. Instead of just taking, right? Instead of just taking what they want, instead of just pushing away and, sort of treating people and themselves, like they're not worthy. What they're wanting is to give. They want to come give, and they want to allow themselves to receive too, because they haven't done that in a while. That's what's ending. The peaceful, tranquil times that they're hoping for, that they're manifesting, is to finally just be able to just be balanced, stable, grounded, making good decisions, speaking their truth, right? But there's some kind of reciprocity coming to a union, to a divine sacred union. You see, we get the Lover's card here, and then we get the Six of Pentacles here, means something of the past. So there's things being worked out and communication that is coming in or needs to happen, that's going to cut through the illusions so that you can find balance with this union. What their true desire is to let go of any third-party situations and to not be a part of that at all with anyone that they're connected to. Remember how I felt from this card that they, instead of sharing their energy with a bunch of different people, they want it to be one person? And then look, one person. Either way you look at it. I really feel that's the direction this person is going. They want to be with one person. One grounded, stable, solid person that they can be honest with and they can share their ideas with and their gifts with. And this person will respect them and understand them. And they just want someone that they can keep it real with and have fun with and share with. But there definitely will be a lot of communication, a lot of talking, a lot of growth, a lot of telepathic communication with this person. I mean, it's just a lot of spiritual growth, and manifesting will be so much fun. They're so much fun. They're so ready to have fun with life and just give and manifest, and it's just a beautiful thing. What shadows are lurking that we may not be aware of? So we have the Five of Cups, that speaks of regret, resentments, depression, wallowing in the past of all the things that haven't worked out. Ten of Wands, it's a lot of burdens, carrying a lot of burdens, needing to make these decisions, being caught up in illusions, not speaking their truth, not being receptive to the truth. We got 2 6s here, I just noticed, so. And this is a 6. So there's 6, 6, 6. There's something from the past coming back. I mean, past life, there's something from the past coming back to be a truth to be revealed. Absolutely, that's what they want. Oh, look at that. Leave the past behind. Yeah, they want to drop the burdens for sure. Let's get the last one out. Yeah, look at that. Knave of Pentacles. Okay, that's the offer. That's the grounded, stable, earthly offer. Okay. So what you may not know, the shadows that are lurking, is they've been living in regret and resentment and wallowing of the coulda, shoulda, wouldas for quite some time now. So in order to ignore that energy or push that energy away, that depression aside, they entertain different lovers or different wild experiences. You could, any kind of addiction or any kind of something to just take them away from having to make a decision, right? Because they didn't know how to make that decision to go after the Two of Cups. And then just every time they did that and they didn't face what they needed to face, it just piled up like a bunch of burdens. Like it was just very burdensome, trying to keep up with everybody, trying to keep up with the lifestyle, trying to keep up with, the Joneses, so to speak. It just was chaotic and depressing, and they were in and out of depression. There'd be times where they were like, yeah, on fire. And then there'd be other times where they didn't want to talk to anybody at all. It's just like a big roller coaster ride. And it just piled the burdens on. But their true desire is their spiritual growth, their spiritual journey, and finally making a decision in love and being able to give and receive and have this reciprocity, this balance finally. And so this is that pinnacle. This is the offer. See, Six of Pentacles. I want to come in and offer you something. I'm finally deciding to find the balance and speak my truth, that I want to offer you something. So there is the offer. So what they're working on doing right now is letting go of the burdens and finally leaving the past behind. And what has sparked their desire to take actual action forward is their connection with the higher part of them. They're receiving very powerful dreams, prophetic even, or prophetic, how you say that, and meditations, like within their whole world is opening up in a very big way. And they really want this growth and this balance. The fairy ring, new skills. I said, yeah, advanced training, rapid improvements. Whoa. That's exactly what I was feeling. Like they are leveling up. They are so freaking powerful. And they connect with the fairies. They connect with the elementals. They connect with other dimensions. They connect with the spirit animal world. And so many different things. That's what they're working on. That's what they're focused on. To find the balance is they're improving themselves. They're working on themselves, filling their cup, getting the masters, the ascended masters are working with them in training. And they may be taking a course or something that they're interested in, right? The frog is like purifying your life, feeling free, detoxified, letting go of what's not serving them, right? Reaching out to like-minded people. It's a very productive, fertile time. Squirrel preparation, they're preparing, and 37 is a 10, that's ending things. They're ending certain cycles in their life, for sure. And they're really leveling up in a big way. Transmission. Spreading of conditions, influence, impact. Yeah, this person is very influential. If they are in the justice system, they're very influential, or they know influential people. But it's like once they make the decision and they leave the past behind and they finally decide, it's like one thing happens after another. It's like they give and then they receive a whole bunch, and growing spiritually in a big way. Their spirituality, their connection with Source has had a big impact on their decisions they're making now. And they're finally finding that balance within themselves with their head and heart. Divine, the feminine, masculine. Maybe they are a twin. I don't know. Maybe somebody's a twin out there. Could be the Gemini twins, because we got the lovers here and we have the twins here. So this just could be doesn't have to mean it's a Gemini. Perhaps it could be Gemini season, because we're coming up on Gemini season, not too far off from now, June. So this could be something to do with June, because Gemini to me is standing out twice, and we get 666. So there's something about June. And I don't, if you listen to me enough, that's not something that maybe it'll come through more often for me because my gifts are leveling up. But June is standing out to me for sure. Gemini season, for sure. Something coming into balance, some kind of communication to clear things up, decisions being made. And what most people might not know about this person, because they may not outwardly express it, of how gracious they are for everything. This person is very appreciative. They're very loving. They're very generous. They have a lot of gratitude. Even when they're going through challenges, they still seem to be happy somehow and thankful. And I did feel gifts opening up and being realized, and mediumship being one of them. And just the hand coming down from heaven just makes me feel like mediumship abilities to connect with the other side. They're possibly communicating with a loved one on the other side. And they're so grateful for it. And these changes, they're grateful for it. They want the change. They're ready for the change. Beautiful. I hope you enjoyed it. They're so interesting. Okay, we're going to move on to pile number 3. If you want to listen to that one, go ahead. And please reach out to me for a personal reading or healing as you feel guided. Okay, we're going to get the icicle. If you picked the icicle here. Okay, what is this person's deepest, darkest desires and shadows? And what do they think about? What's happening with them? What's going on? Reminder, don't forget. I just want to see what the other cards are. Don't forget who you are. Don't forget the promises you made. Yeah, don't forget who you are. Loyalty, being loyal to yourself. Leveling up to mastership. This person is a very loyal person. And they never forget what they're supposed to be doing. It's like they always somehow are on the right path and leveling up. And they never forget what they came here to do. They never forget when they need to end certain cycles and move on. And that's part of them leveling up to mastership. They're always loyal to the higher part of them. They're very loyal to themselves. Yeah, they're very, very loyal to themselves. They're very loving. They're very generous. They're very romantic. They remind themselves to appreciate the little things. Nature, smelling flowers, helps bring them peace and balance. Being out in nature. Don't forget to take care of your physical body. It's like all of these reminders come from Mother Earth, very connected to the elementals and earth energy. May even work with flower essences or have the desire to do that, to create something beautiful, to have a beautiful garden, to sell rose water, something to do with roses or, lush gardens, flowers. An herbologist, like herbs, spices. They're really transforming in a very beautiful way, a very soft way, a very slow way. Gentle reminders from the universe, gentle reminders from spirit. I feel they're a bit more of a gentle soul, really, at the core of them. They're very gentle. And what they truly desire is just a loyal partner, loyal friends. That's all very simple. They're very simple. I just want loyalty. I just want to appreciate the beauty in life. I want to remind people how beautiful life is. That's what I want to do. I just want to be. Might love camping and hiking and all of that stuff. I just want to be. Look at that. The hangman. Yeah, I just want to be. I just want to relax. I just want to suspend myself for a while in this good feeling energy, being connected to all that is, being connected to Mother Earthy on Earth. Being connected to Mother Earth is so healing and soothing for this person. They just feel like they can bear it all and be naked out and, just wow, just a really beautiful Earth energy connection. And they got a lot of fire and a lot of passion in their heart and soul. A lot of sensual, sexual desires. Like I said, to just be out there in nature, just be out there in the elements, exposed. Because to this person, they're meant to be free. They're wild and free and, just one, not necessarily one place to the next, but could be, but just wants to let their heart be free. I just want to be free of restrictions and restraints, and I just want to be me, and I just want to be open, and horses have strength and stamina, and I want a partner who can go the distance with me. So a strong desire for a sexual connection, but with a loyal partner that they can trust and let themselves go and just be and be comfortable with their partner watching them or being near them and feeling good in their skin, and just be free to explore their sexuality, explore this creative, expansive energy that just is bursting out of them. But it's a very slow, more erotic way, not so intense and powerful, but as it builds, it gets more intense. Like as you connect with this person, it gets more intense and more intense, but it's a beautiful, slow, just incredible build to this. They're powerful. Very loyal to the magic that is within, very loyal to their spiritual connection and their beliefs, very loyal. And what people don't know about them is how powerful they actually are, because they are kind and they are a more gentle soul, I feel. But don't forget for a second what I really can do. That's what they're saying. Like, people don't realize I have never forgotten the magic that lies within, my truth, my clarity. And they're really, really good at manifesting. They're a master manifester, and it just seems like things just work out for them. And it seems like they don't really even need to try. But what you don't realize is they're always connecting to this energy, this magician energy, and they're always working on themselves and seeing the beauty and keeping themselves aligned. That's why they're able to manifest all of this stuff in the earth, because I feel so much earth energy with this person that they just bring things to them. They attract things to them just by being them. Deep and dark shadows that are hidden that you may not know. We have the Hermit. Temperance, the King of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. This person has tendencies to just be by themselves. It's very easy for them to shut out the outside world, cut it off, and just go be free in the fields or the mountains somewhere, away from most of society, alone in their own thoughts, comfortable with themselves, manifesting. They're very creative, they're very passionate, they're very grounded, they're very stable. Extremely balanced, but it's very easy for them, the shadows, the dark side, to just cut everyone out and to not allow someone to connect to them in this way, to just be in their own energy because it feels so good to be in their own energy. And they have missed out on some opportunities in the material world because they may have been focused on one thing, like one particular thing that they were working on. They may have the tendency to focus on one thing at a time. That's why it's a slow moving process, because it's one thing at a time, not a whole bunch of things at once. But what this person truly, truly desires is the healing of the masculine and feminine, healing of the king and queen, healing of the energies, tempering the energies within them, and being able to share this with a sacred lover. They want to share their sensuality and the way that they feel, and they want to express themselves in a way that nobody's really seen them express themselves. So they take a lot of time and they focus on going within, but what they really want is to experience it in the outer world, in the material world. They have a tendency to stay suspended for a long time, but they're manifesting these beginnings where they actually are opening up and wanting to experience it with another person. But like I said, with the Queen of Pentacles, the Magician, and all this earth energy, and then we have the King of Wands, which is a lot of spiritual energy, fire drive, this passion, mixing those energies together with temperance. They want the sacred union. This is a sacred union card for me, and they are a healer. So there's a lot of amazing qualities about them. So it's a very unique person that will be right for them. It's someone of high vibration that will be right for them. And I feel that's why they've taken so long now to really go within, because they now understand what sacred union is, and they want to enjoy the beauty and deliciousness of it. Of someone that they can count on, that they can just be themselves with and be a little wild and free. Ooh, the dragonfly mermaid. Mermaids are very sensual, very sexual, and they're working on, attracting it. They're attracting it. They're manifesting this. They are manifesting this. And they're going to express wonderful news. They're going to speak wonderful news, or wonderful news is coming to them soon about what they've been working on manifesting. Because a 19 is a 10, so that's ending certain cycles, letting go of the old ways, finally coming out, and like I said, wanting to experience this, coming out of the suspension, right? And actually going to communicate, manifesting this communication, these new beginnings. Wonderful news, oh, it's a brand new start. Wonderful news is you're manifesting a brand new start. A call for help. Reach out, need for backup, admit your needs. So they're asking for help. Like they're asking spirit for help. May even be asking for friends for help with this, to come out of this energy and finally move forward and allow themselves to enjoy all the aspects of this human experience instead of just some of it. So they're asking Mother Earth for help, for spiritual guidance. They're reaching out. A 12 breaks down to a 3, which is spiritual expansion, growth, timing. Like it's like I hear the call is happening, like it's happening. Like you may get a phone call, like I felt the communication. So somebody may be getting a phone call, or maybe you will feel inspired to make a call. And when you feel that inspiration move through you, and it's like, wow, that's the time. That's the time to make a call. So this is like a call for help, a wake-up call. Somebody's calling. There's communication. Wonderful news is on its way. And purity. Yeah, another 3. Expansion, growth. This person, their desire is to break free from all self-imposed limitations. Break free. Look at, you see that? Open, free. No more blinded, no more being clouded by the illusions and the confusions and the ego and the fears and the insecurities and the doubts and, all of those things. Finally letting go. They just want to let go and start this new life, and they'll do whatever it takes. They're releasing, they're purging, purifying, detoxifying. Like they're ready for these brand new, beautiful beginnings, collaborating with, like-minded people. 3s are also collaborations. So it's, wow. That they love to call people and they're the bringer of good news. I don't know, they're the messenger or something, or someone's going to message them something, but it's good news is on the way. And it could be so good that they need people to help them with it. Because when something really big happens and really shifts in their life, like in a big, big way, like things change, but it's like really good stuff, and they're manifesting this massive amount of abundance, this really huge opportunity in business, or, wanting to go after the love of their life, and they're asking for help because it's really a great thing. Like, hey, I need your help with this, or hey, holy crap, this just happened. Like it's really, really positive news of new life. They're very strong also, maybe very strong physically, very physically fit. or that's what they desire. If they're not, they're going to work on that because they really want to be stronger, because they're working to go the distance. They want freedom. They have stamina. They have stamina. Who's ever listening, they got it. But it's a beautiful transformation, and there's so much beauty and unconditional love and passion and fire and sensuality and just this remarkable sense of self and innocence. Going back to innocence and exploring again. Finally, possibly even letting go of their innocence in that kind of a way. Because if you look at this energy is very innocent, sort of pure, right? It's pure, purified energy, and then merging the two, like purifying everything, and then coming out of maybe being more shy and more reclusive and wanting to express themselves and really step into this sensual goddess energy or God energy. See? It's like a transformation. It's slow, but it's like building inside of them that they just want to be themselves. They just want to be free, naked and free, I feel like. That's their desire. They just want to be naked and free and enjoying life. I hope that you guys like this. They were very interesting readings, all very different and pretty cool. That was fun. Thank you for allowing me to share my gifts. And if you'd like to reach out to me for a personal reading or healing, please do. I will hopefully hear from you guys soon.